Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. This is the Declasse Impaler, and I'm about to find out if it'll off-road in the snow. Normally, you can vote for the vehicles that you want to see featured in Will It Off-Road, and we will resume normal Will It Off-Road next week. So make sure you go vote for the vehicles that you want to see by clicking that link in the description down below, and then we'll just alternate back and forth between regular vehicles, snow vehicles, regular vehicles, snow vehicles. I've got a dozen, I think, cars recorded in the snow, so it'd be good for, on into spring, long after we've all forgotten about snow in GTA Online. And speaking about forgotten things, I think a lot of people forget that this car exists, which is a shame. I like the Impaler. Granted, not the fastest muscle car to ever exist. It's good. It's really, okay, backtrack that. It is pretty damn fast, actually. Maybe not in a straight line, but around the track it does all right. Off-roading, not so great. I've done this car both in the dry and here in the snow, and not the best getting up the mountain. But that's because it is a very low-end power muscle car. And that's just not a good combination for dirt and snow. Because the back wheels just want to spin. It was a struggle here in the snow especially to find a place where the back wheels would get grip while also moving the car forward. I mean, a lot of times in this game, because it's GTA physics, you have to spin the wheels to move the car forward. Of course, we all know in real life that that's not how it works, but you can see we had some speed because I have to turn. That kills the momentum a little bit. And, well, it ran into a bit of trouble. Yeah. So I kind of wanted to assess the situation, make sure that I was on the track nicely, and I am. Thought about maybe trying to handbrake it, and, well, it just slid backwards when I did that. So instead, I went ahead and just let gravity take over here, just hitting the accelerator to brake slightly, because that's how it works. Listen to the suspension creak. I think that's cool. But anyway, I decided since we were getting some movement by spinning the wheels, let's at least try again and see if we can get there. But now I'm just all over the place because I just floored it. Because I've made it up the mountain in snow that way in some vehicles. I think that's how we finally got the Saber Turbo to go up, because the whole finessing, the throttle wasn't working, and we finally just had to brute force our way up the mountain. But sadly, that's not working out so well here in the Impaler. But anyways, I was saying this is a forgotten car. I think a lot of people have forgotten that it exists. Which is, it's just sad, because it's a great looking car. It's a great car to drive, and it does all right in races. What it doesn't do is let me drive it well, because you can see I got it a little high-centered there, tried to fix it with a burnout, and made matters worse. It didn't really go well for the Impaler on this day, and for some reason it's also causing a plant to morph in and out of existence. So it also has, the ability to bend the space-time continuum, obviously. I don't know. It's just, I love that plant did that. And there we go. That was my fatal mistake. So now we're going to have to, as carefully as possible, try to get back onto the path. My God, look at it. It's such a beautiful car. I think everybody should go out and buy one right now. It's a great car to have. Plus, it's about time Declasse gets more muscle cars in the game. It's not as many as Vapid has, so yeah, kind of glad to see more. I have not done one of these for Arena War. Matter of fact, trying to think. I think no, Rocket has the Imperator. So I don't know anybody that off the top of my head that actually has one of these done up as an Arena War vehicle. For me, when I bought it, I just couldn't bring myself to paying the money to do it. And it wasn't about the money. It was about looking at the car and the lines of it, the detail of it. And I'm like, well, I don't want to turn this into an Arena War vehicle. It's beautiful as it is. It has some great customization options as it is. So I'm going to leave this thing alone. Once again, you can see, even though we had a chance to get some speed, I'm back in stepping out on me. And sadly, you know what that means. If that comes up on the screen, will it off-road? No, it won't. The buzzer has sounded. We're going to call it a DNF. It can't make it. But that does not mean that I didn't keep trying, and I did for nearly 7 more minutes after this. I kept trying, thinking, well, maybe, just maybe, and I tried every approach, and I never could get past this section of the mountain right here. So I went and found a cargo bob, flew it to the top of the mountain so that we could get a damage descent. And God, I love the damage descents now that muscle cars do wheelies. Already on its roof, already losing wheelies. So, yeah, this should be pretty good. This is a car that can lose parts, if I remember right. Or am I thinking of a different one? It is also a car that if you, I don't know if you saw that during that kind of pirouette it was doing there in the air, but something was not right about that. There was something weird happening with the physics. And I swear I saw the bumper come off, but yet the bumpers are still on. I could have swore I saw a bumper come off. Yeah, I can't really tell. I mean, it looks to me like they're here. But I thought I saw another piece other than the hood following us down the mountain back there just a little bit ago. Of course, it's a little dark, so maybe I was mistaken. But look at that in the back right. As it goes into a tree, so none of us can see the back right. But once we get a good shot of the back right again, look at that. It's a little collapsed. Interesting. The cars really don't have damaged models, but I have noticed that some of the new ones, if they're in a significant enough collision, will still deform somewhat. It's not in a consistent way, and it's not in a realistic looking way. It's more of a I'm trying to break physics kind of way. Good for you, Fat Cubed. And anybody paying attention to the bottom left corner of the screen? Yeah, there you go. My friends were on. I don't get too picky when I do the Will It Off-Road in the snow like I do for the normal ones. So normally I ask people, hey, please suspend all in-lobby activities while I record. Ooh, I'm the YouTuber. And if they don't want to, I just go to my own lobby. I don't make them leave. I go to my own lobby. But anyways, yeah, Will It Off-Road in the snow. Got to get them done as quickly as possible so I don't get as picky. But in a lovely sunset, we're down 1 minute and 59 seconds. With a fair amount of damage to this vehicle. Most of the lights and windows are gone. The hood's gone. The doors won't close. The trunk won't close. And there is some body damage on it. So, kind of surprising. But that brings us to our next vehicle. The Grotti Itali GTO. And a Commander Hobo in a helicopter to act as, like, the camera crew. I wish I could tap into another player's point of view. It'd be so cool to be able to do that. I mean, I could make it look like that with Rockstar Editor. But this video's taking enough time to make as it is, let's face it. So, and this one especially, because you'll see here, after the controlled descent, well, I had to stop from my normal recording for a minute, and you'll see what happened. By the way, I'm sorry if you can hear this pen clicking around in my hand. I don't know why today I just need to have a pen in my hand. It's people just occasionally have their thing, and this is my thing today. Leave me alone. So, the Itali GTO, made by Grotti, and not by that other one whose name I just went blank on. I want to call him McLaren, but yeah. And, yep, that's it. Brain stopped working again. Second week in a row that there's information that's there about to say it, and boop, ProGen, there it is. I had to go boop, and that made me remember. Because sometimes you just need to go boop. It's late. Leave me alone. Once again, it's like, it is 11:54 p.m. when I'm doing this voiceover, so just leave me alone, people. Whoa, lucky hiker right there. So this is an all-wheel drive sports car, but yeah, it's a big butt there. Not hers, but she did go flying off the mountain. That was awesome. It is a big butt there because this car is bouncy as fuck. We all know it. I love it, and I own it anyway, even though it's outrageously expensive and absolutely useless. Cruising around in a lobby, it's not so bad, and I do like driving it in the lobby. I just, high-speed stuff, I need something else. So I don't use it for any jobs or anything like that. And this is definitely not the environment. Even though, spoilers, it's going to make it to the top of the mountain. I'm telling you right now, only you masochists out there really need to bother with this. It's not a fun experience. By the way, though, stop what you're doing right now, including this video. I'm going to throw a card up on this screen. linking to a video from Broughy. I want you to go watch that video, and then I want you to send the email, retweet his tweet, and go to change.org and sign the petition. Just go do it, and then come back to here. I'll wait. And of course, we hit a hiker just as you came back. Welcome back. I did that just for you. Even though I recorded this car almost a week ago. Probably actually a week ago. Wait, no, the snow wasn't back till, yeah, I don't know, calendars. Anyway, yeah, the car makes it up, but it's just not fun. Hopefully, I mean, I doubt Rockstar is really going to listen. Broughy does have a pretty big audience, though, so maybe if they get enough feedback, they'll hear it. Then again, if they're trying to just, whoa, almost ate shit right there. But if they are trying to, and in fact, Cube did eat shit. If they're trying to actually do something with testing, you know, there's no way they're going to stop that test. We may indeed be beta testing for GTA 6 right now. I don't know. That's the rumor, is that they're tinkering with different things in cars to see what they like and don't like, so that when GTA 6 comes around, I, one, might learn how to actually climb the side of a mountain and not have to repeat it for a third attempt up this side here. And two, that they'll have it, you know, nailed down for what they want, and then boom, they can just make the cars. So maybe we are just beta testers for them right now. Really expensive beta testing that we have to go through here. But we are up in what has to be the worst finish ever. 3 minutes, 35 seconds. Will it off-road? Yeah, it will. Ignore that one level. Things happened. Getting back up to here. And that does make it third in the snow for sports, but we haven't really done that many sports cars. This makes 5 total now. But it is time to take it back down the hill for our controlled descent. And I just noticed, I'm not going to point that out because somebody else will see it and won't like it, but I just noticed something about my graphics. Anyway, and now, so now you're all like, what is it? What did he see? I'm not telling. But yeah, so hopefully, with the size of Broughy's audience, maybe we can get this changed. I don't know. I have a couple different thoughts about the whole thing. One is, and I understand, you gotta, if you're new to my channel, please understand, I have nothing but respect and admiration for Broughy. I am subscribed to him on Twitch. Until recently, I supported him on Patreon, and I will again soon. Anytime I use his information, I make sure to give him full credit. Nothing but respect and admiration for it. However, he's a racer, and so he approaches this game from a racing perspective, which I like the racing aspect of it as well. I like racing games. I play Forza a lot. I have had all the Gran Turismo games. You know, I like racing. You know, that's been something that's been a part of my video game experience since I was a little kid, have been racing games. May not be any good at it. I'm a much better race car driver in real life than I am in video games. I don't know. In video games, it's about visualizing the line in an unreal world is difficult for me to do. Put me behind an actual wheel, I'm fine on the racetrack. Anyway, I need to find footage from the GoPro from my old racing days just to prove I can actually drive a race car. Ooh, eating shit again. Oh, maybe not. But, I don't know what I was talking about there. Going off the mountain almost. But, Broughy's a racer, so everything he sees approaches it from a racing standpoint, and there's why they should fix the advanced handling flags. For everybody else, it kind of made my point for me a little bit ahead of time. And the car, for some reason, was just dead right here. It just there. Finally, it kicked back down and would drive again. It was just kind of dead for a minute. So with Broughy approaching everything from a racing standpoint, I'm a little worried that Rockstar will be like, oh, well, that's such a small part of our game. You know, because, I mean, when's the last time beyond stunt races that they've really done anything with racing? You know, now here's where you can see how dedicated I am to you guys. How much I love you guys.
Try to take it back before they move it on.
Yes. Check out 2 hikers. My product is being robbed from me right now, and I have to go to the grapeseed instead of just go to grapeseed. But anyways, yeah, I'm dedicated here to you guys. But so that's my only issue, my only concern, not issue, with Broughy's, by the way, we're down 2 minutes, 59 seconds. Does anybody really pay attention to the control system timer? I don't. There's Commander still, ever-present camera copter. Excuse me, for our damage descent. And I know I'm talking a lot about Broughy and still haven't gotten to my point, but the thing is, as we saw when that car went flying about a minute and a half ago up off the side of the mountain is, sure, Broughy is approaching it from a racing standpoint, but there's a problem in that we also drive these cars in lobbies and we want them to be cars that we can drive for jobs. If they are beta testing for GTA 6, they're looking at things that would be in story mode for cars that could make the game less enjoyable. I'll admit, when GTA 4 came out, I never finished it on console because I could not stand the way the cars drove. It wasn't until it came out on PC and I was able... There, the car's dead again, by the way. I don't know if you heard that through the audio, but the engine just keeps cutting out. It wasn't until I could get the game on PC and there were mods for it that allowed me to change the handling of the vehicles that I finally was able to enjoy GTA 4 because the cars were just so roly-poly. If you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. And that's why I think this petition is important, because these things that cause these cars to be so unpredictable do not need to be in the game. They make the car unenjoyable, not just from a racing standpoint. They make the car unenjoyable, period. Because all you can do is cruise around slowly in it. It's not reliable if you have to suddenly go defend your product, or if you suddenly find some troll chasing you down. You know, it's not an enjoyable experience. And so they need to listen to their players, and they need to take them seriously on this. And I've spent this entire time with this car talking about this, but I think it's important. I actually chose this car because when I saw what Broughy did, re-edited my video. We're down in 1 minute, 53 seconds. Let's take a look at our damage. Half of the lights are gone. Most of the windows are gone. The hood and left door are missing, as well as the trunk. The right door won't close, and there's surprisingly severely bent wheels. Guys, don't forget to go vote for the vehicles that you want to see in Will It Off-Road, and don't forget to click that card in the top right corner of your screen. Go support Broughy's cause with the petition, and let's see if we can't get some changes made. Until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.